Hello the internet, and welcome to another fast video workshop with the CNRL Library Innovation Studio and Children's Services. Today we're going to show you how to make microwave lemon slice, a delicious cold treat that's perfect for dessert or afternoon tea. Now there are quite a lot of ingredients for this recipe, but they're really simple to put together, so don't be put off. This workshop you'll need a cup and a bit more of plain flour, a cup and a bit more of sugar, 6 tablespoons of butter, 3 eggs. You're going to need some baking powder and some salt. You're going to need 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. The equipment you're going to need is a cup measure, a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a microwave-proof dish, and if you're feeling fancy, a lemon and a grater so you can zest it. You're also going to need a microwave and a fridge. And I always forget something, you'll also need a mixing bowl. First we're going to show you how to make the crust. First get 6 tablespoons of butter, put it in the bottom of your pan, and put that in the microwave for 30 seconds. There we go, nice and soft. Now we need to put in 3 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, 3. Give that a quick stir. Now we need to put in 1 cup of plain flour. This is a 1/3 cup measure, so I actually need to do 3 of these because they're only 1/3 of 1 whole cup. And mix that together briefly. If you're feeling fancy, zest half of the lemon in there. You don't have to do this stage, but it will mean that your biscuit base tastes deliciously lemony as well. Be careful with these because they're wickedly sharp. And press it into the bottom of the base. Make sure it's well spread out, so you've got some all over the dish. There we go. Don't be afraid to use your finger if you need to press down in some areas, because you want to make sure it's nice and even. And pop that in the microwave for 3 minutes or until the base is firm. It might need an extra 30 seconds if it's not firm. And be careful when you get it out because this is going to get a little bit hot. Make sure that's formed a crust, and the crust should be fairly firm. You don't want it to be too wet and soggy. That's looking pretty good. Now let's get on with making our filling. Get your mixing bowl and put in 1 cup of sugar. I have a 1/3 cup measure, so there we go, 1 cup of sugar. Crack in your eggs, 1, 2, 3. You need 1/3 of a cup of your lemon juice. That's my 1/3 cup measure. And again, if you're feeling fancy, put in some lemon zest. And whisk this all up. This should only take a couple of seconds really. Make sure the egg yolks are broken. Too easy. Okay, now you need just 1 tablespoon of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And beat this together. This will take a couple of minutes of beating to make sure your flour is well mixed in. Then, pour the filling over your crust and pop that in the microwave for 3 minutes. And this might be a bit hot, so use oven gloves or something similar. And pull it out. Now, you want to have a look at the top of it. It wants to have a bit of a wiggle to it, like jelly. It doesn't want to be liquid sloshing around. This one is nice and jelly on the outside, but still a little bit fluid in the middle, so we'll put it back in for 1 more minute. Okay. There we go. All wiggle, no splosh. Now we're going to put this in the fridge for a couple of hours or maybe overnight. So I've had this in the fridge for about 2-3 hours and that's looking great. It's cool on the bottom. Let's cut it up and get it out. Okay, so grab a knife and just run it around the edge of the bowl. You don't want it to stick. Keep your knife flat to your bowl, make sure you don't cut yourself. Okay, and let's get some out. The base feels nice and firm and dense, which is fantastic. And get it out in portion-sized slices. And again, if you're feeling fancy, grate a little bit of lemon zest on top. Not too much so, this is pretty much just for show. These have come out looking really good. They're best served straight from the fridge, so if you want, cut them up, put them on plates, put them back in the fridge until you're ready to serve. You can whip them out real quick. It'll go fantastic with a dollop of cream or some vanilla ice cream, but they're equally as good on their own. We hope you enjoyed making the lemon slice. We hope you enjoy eating it. See you next time.